What's up, YouTube? This is my big 6'5" long dark friend right here. No, I'm just playing. This is my boy Shalil. I haven't told y'all that I told y'all I would do reactions and certain takes to certain things, and I mentioned basketball discussions. And one of my strongest topics with my gift of gab, he's the best person I can do that with because he's a Hawks fan, but he does pay attention to other people too. And while most of y'all know that our Hawks fans, well, I do feel sorry for y'all, but I do believe in y'all potential. Y'all got some pieces to still put together before y'all go somewhere right now. But that doesn't stop us from talking about the potential of y'all star players if they round it out. So that's what this is going to be about. Starting with, because me and my boy have been having a debate in reference to who's going to be Rookie of the Year. I'm with Zion all day. And for the ones that saw the game yesterday, Zion killed Ja. I don't know how many matchups they've had throughout the season, but in the one where you got to see it, and some people going to say, Lonzo helped Zion clamp up Ja. Help defense, team defense. It's a 5v5 professional setting. You got to use what you can. The Grizzlies are the better team. I will say that because they have way more options than the Pelicans do. But when it comes to overall impact of the game and the gravity effect of the game, Zion beats Ja because y'all know Curry got that shooter's touch impact where he step across half court, you have to pick him up immediately or he's going to drain threes in your face left and right. Zion doesn't have the shooting touch, but he has it in the inside, the gravity of the effect because one-on-one, how you going to stop Zion? You can't stop him one-on-one because if he bigger than you, he's just going to elbow you out the way like Shaq used to do back in the day. Butter. You like butter. He going to slide off of you. You have to double him. All that gravity. Sometimes you got to even triple him. He's setting up the whole perimeter. As soon as you double him, up, kick out, up, Zion and Lonzo in the corner, up, that's a 3. JJ Redick in the corner, that's a 3. Up, Brandon Ingram, let me swing to you. I'm going to let him explain why he thinks Ja is the Rookie of the Year. Because I am Team Zion all day.
Look, nigga. First of all, did you hear what you said? All he was talking about. What'd you say? He was like, okay, first of all, he's talking about Zion. Where Curry come from? What Curry got to do with it? What Curry shooting got to do with it? It's easy to say, oh, if Zion had a shot, you know what I'm saying, he'll be like this. But that's not why we here. Like, that's easy to say. You can say that about any player. If Trae Young had James Harden's handles and Kawhi Leonard's defense, he'll be amazing. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that because Trae Young can't want to play defense like that. But we know that. We ain't talking about that. We focusing on Ja Morant and Zion Williams. At the end of the day, Ja is the Rookie of the Year. Think about it. Zion ain't played half the season. He came back. How many games? Like what? 20?
Been about 20. He's making a significant impact in that short amount of time.
What'd he do? I think he had the most 30-point games.
Like he's averaging 20. He's averaging over 20 points, 8 something, and 4 or 5 assists.
But he's also had the most 30-point games by anybody.
Yeah, and then there's that too.
But wait. No, Ja did. You ready? He had the most games by a rookie with 20 points, at least 20 points and 10 assists. There's only 2 other rookies who's in that club.
Not Magic. Well, actually,
it is
Magic.
Johnson. It's Magic Johnson and Michael. Like what? Who doing that? No, LeBron ain't in there.
Oh, he's more comparable to
LeBron. Even then, I mean, like offensive wise, what? Ja, you already know Ja got it. What Zion? I ain't seen Zion do nothing different than what he did. than what he did at Duke. He was bullying people at Duke. He bullied Giannis. Look,
he bullied
if he ain't bullying LeBron, nobody care. Cause Zion was bullying everybody in college, so of course he's gonna bully everybody in the NBA. But once you get somebody with on his actual like strength level, his physique level in LeBron, he ain't doing nothing. Now, when I see him dunk on LeBron, or if I see him rip the ball from LeBron, how I ripped it from Giannis, then I might say something.
I say he ripped it from. We saw. Hey, y'all seen that clip where Cash Nasty, Giannis told Cash Nasty, try to take the ball from me. We already know Giannis is a Superman, basically. That's a Greek physique, like some Greek perfect yogurt type stuff. That's what Giannis is sculpted like. Cash over there, y'all know Cash strong, slapping the ball and not getting nothing. So for Zion to do it, just like you seen DJ, you know who DJ Michi is, right? The dude that be reacting to the videos going like foul on that nigga. Basically, we saw him in one of his videos. Give me that shit, nigga. Rip the ball from Giannis like it was nothing. So right now, because there's a list of players, if you go on by weight,
How is Zion better than Ja?
how is Zion better than Ja? Well, I mentioned the gravity effect, and I mentioned Stephen Curry because that is a thing.
What I got to do with it?
Gravity
What I got to
is
do
a
with
thing.
it? I said Zion and Ja. Why you talking about Curry? They got a whole nother team.
The only reason why I'm mentioning Curry to y'all
It's because
is
he know
because
that Ja is better than Zion.
a gravity effect. If
What
a
Curry got to
player-
do with gravity? Curry 6'3".
Zion has his gravity. Instead of him being a shooter, though, because Zion is that physical, it's like Shaq. Shaq back in the day had a inside gravity to where you wouldn't stop him one-on-one, so you had to basically triple him. And we've seen pictures and clips of multiple people doubling
I think the
Shaq.
word you're looking for is impact. You look for impact.
Dominant. He has a dominant gravity about him. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So he's gonna attract more attention to him to set up his people, basically, and that's what Zion been doing because you can't check him one-on-one. Even if you get somebody of the same size as him,
So
athleticism, he can still blow by them more than
Are you
likely.
saying Zion has? Are you comparing Zion's impact to the impact Curry has to his team?
In terms of what he opens up on the floor for his teammates, yeah, because with Steph, like I said, his shooting alone, because Steph Curry is the best off-ball player in NBA history and shooting player in NBA history. He can fit in any system off of shooting alone. And with his gravity, the second he crosses half court, like I said, you have to pick him up. You automatically open up lanes because there's multiple posts and numbers of when Steph was on the floor with his teammates, their numbers went up, especially when KD was there. But when he was off the floor, their numbers went down. Clay's numbers went down, Dre's, KD's. Clay and Dre were not all-stars without Steph's paving the way for them. And it'll be a similar thing with Zion. Lonzo and Brandon Ingram will potentially become all-stars, but it'll be based around in part to what Zion does, because what he's better than Ja at to me is, like he said, Zion has been gone for most of the season. Yes, but when you have the talent and the skill that he has to where you come back and you instantly make an impact that brings your team into the playoff race, I'm not saying they're going to go far because with how the playoffs are set up this year, it is extremely hard to actually say that the Pelicans are going to go far because they're not going to beat the Clippers, obviously. And if they get lucky to, that's luck. The same with the Grizzlies. They're not beating the Clippers, the Lakers, the Bucks, the Raptors. It's too many teams that are too well stacked to take them out. But in terms of one-on-one, Ja's got the handles over Zion. Obviously, he's a guard. And he's quick. He's like Westbrook and he's similar to Westbrook and I'll give him, there's somebody else from back in the day that Ja reminds me of. I ain't gonna say Baron Davis because Baron Davis was big. He was a big guard. But he is he's Russell Westbrook with a shot right now. So he's got the handles, the passing IQ over him. I can't say Ja has offense over him because Zion has been, like I said, you can't stop him one-on-one. If you try to stop him one-on-one, you're going to get cooked every time. With Ja, you can slow Ja down one-on-one. Because up until the game yesterday, the Grizzlies have been struggling recently.
I'm sorry. I failed again.
They've been struggling recently. And on the defensive side.
Okay, if I don't get this one, I'm going to stop.
On the defensive side, my boy told me Ja's a better perimeter defender than Zion. He's probably right because he's faster. Got a little bit more going for him.
I don't eat all the chocolate. I can't eat all the chocolate.
Offensively, Zion is better. Defensively, because post defense and switchability is more valuable. If we look at size, my boy is 6'5". If you put him in an offense that's centered around defense pertaining to long defenders, he's automatically going to shine in that offense because He's got reach for days.
I specify in defense. That's my specialty.
So on the defensive side, Ja might be a better perimeter defender than Zion, but in terms of switchability, versatility, defense, Zion is better. So he's a better two-way player. Yes, Zion is 6'6", 285. There's no offense you can't put him in where he's not gonna contribute to instantly in a great way. Ja is 6'3", and he's he added, I think, 10 pounds or 12 pounds of muscle. He's only 180 something though. He's still skinny.
Boy, they gotta do anything.
You can get bullied.
But Curry can get bullied.
Yeah, but Curry's a decent defender.
Ja's a decent defender.
He comparing with the defense on this one because I have Steph Curry, and point guards. I have him on my list of decent defenders.
So Ja's not a decent defender, y'all.
There's people I can put over Ja.
In his first month, he blocked, I believe, was it 2 game-winning shots?
How
you block Curry? No, not Kyrie's game-winning shot. Y'all remember the shot he made over who was it? The shot he made over, was it Thompson in the finals?
Who?
Kyrie. Because I know one year Steph
made it over Curry off the step back.
It was over Curry. He blocked that.
He didn't block that.
No, I'm not saying Curry blocked it, but Ja blocked it.
Oh,
what? How you do that? How you block Kyrie in the first place? That fair.
Anybody can slip up. For one,
nah,
if
Ja had that. He did it 2 games in a row. He got that strap on him. I'm just saying, but Zion.
There is.
I'm not saying Zion don't got an impact. They wasn't gonna make it to the playoffs anyway. They still not. Let's be honest with you. The Grizzlies gonna get them back.
What happened?
But
what happens if the Pelicans beat them out?
Hey,
because I'm rooting for them. I like the Grizzlies too. I'm doing this debate because I don't want my boy to think I don't, because I do like Ja Morant. And if anybody that's compared to Russell Westbrook, I'm a little bit skeptical about. But if you're more efficient, and especially if you can shoot and you're being compared to Russell Westbrook, Russ's biggest weakness is that he's a poor shooter. He can hit middies, but in today's game, you need the 3 ball. DeMar DeRozan is one of those main people who have been feasting off the mid-range, but he can't eat because he can't shoot the 3. So he's a black hole, basically, in what he brings to the table because you're limiting the amount of impact you can bring to a team if you can't shoot the 3. Those players aren't viable. Andre Roberson on the Thunder, the dude that we know who dates Rachel Demita, the 2K girl who used to be on 2K before Alexis Morgan.
She fine.
His girlfriend could shoot. Andre Roberson finally has figured out how to shoot. He can shoot 3s now. Westbrook can't do it, but Andre can. So I root for Ja because of that, because Ja got a shot. But in terms of point guards in the league that I deem in my category, my top 6 for defense, Curry is the 6th, but the people I'm gonna name, Ja's probably in the top 10 because Damian Lillard sucks at defense, Kyrie sucks at defense, and Trae Young. Trae Young is the worst point guard defender because he got the numbers for the offense, but the Hawks and the Wizards were the worst defensive teams in the league, so they're not even in there. But it goes from Ben Simmons is my number 1 because at the point guard spot, there is nobody better than Ben. He's 6'10", with great defensive instincts, and if he win Defensive Player of the Year, he's going to be on a list with Michael Jordan and Gary Payton to do it. Something John Stockton didn't do. And he's the league leader. He's the league leader in steals for all time, and he still couldn't do that. Is Ben Simmons? I will say Marcus Smart when he's not flopping, DeJounte Murray, and Kyle Lowry. Debatably, Kyle Lowry is debatably number 2 because that's the best guard at drawing charges. There's nobody in this decade that has been doing that as well as Kyle Lowry has. And that defense, even though he beat my team last year, I will acknowledge Kyle Lowry is a pesky, strong defender because if you reach too much on him.
So we're talking about guards, point guards
defense,
with good defense.
Decent defense. The reason why I say Curry is 6, decent defense. Curry has decent because.
So why you have Beverly?
I was thinking of Patrick Beverly, but the thing with it is Patrick Beverly uses his antics to play defense more than his actual
about defense.
hands. No, because when you look at
Beverly is a defender nobody wants to go up against.
He's a grit and grind type of defender, yes. But the thing with it though is Patrick Beverly is easier to exploit.
Say hi, Uncle.
He's easier to exploit because I don't know if it was games this year or last year, but Patrick Beverly was playing against the Rockets. Y'all know when Russell Westbrook and Patrick Beverly get together, they start going off. They start talking a mess. Patrick Beverly against the Rockets could not contain James Harden.
Gotta stop the video. We don't show them on YouTube.
Okay, I understand.
Actually, no.
Oh, wait,
I don't-
yeah, my
actually,
bad,
no,
yeah.
because I don't want to stop the video.
That's okay.
Patrick Beverly fouled out against the Rockets after his form of defense. I will acknowledge he can be a great defender, but he has a lot of very foul-like tendencies. Like when he was guarding Kevin Durant last year, he thought he was doing something. He was antagonizing KD to where he got into his head. To his credit, he thinks. But then KD came out and said, "Do you know who I am? I'm Kevin Durant," and then torched the Clippers for 50. So Patrick Beverly is not in that and the reason why I have Marcus Smart in that top 6 in terms of guards for me is primarily because Marcus Smart, when he's not flopping, Marcus Smart he's a better version of Patrick Beverly. Like, you know what you're going to get from him.
How?
Because basically, one, he's 6'4".
Basically, you just
220.
said that he's better than Patrick Beverly because you said that when Patrick Beverly played KD, he had pretty good defense, or so to what Patrick Beverly thought. But then KD said, "Do you know who I am?" And then he lit up the Clippers for 50 points.
There's more
So
highlights.
basically, you saying that Patrick Beverly isn't a good defender because he couldn't hold one of the greatest scorers of this decade, maybe even in history.
No, you right about the history.
But
Patrick Beverly has his credit as a good defender. It's just there's better people to me than him, especially because I like big guards. Big guards that actually commit to playing defense and have the instincts to do it are automatically highlights for me, which is why I said Kyle Lowry, because Kyle Lowry is 6'1", but he be playing defense as if he's as big as the other people I've mentioned, and he's effective at it. The only other guard who is good at drawing charges like Kyle Lowry does now is retired. Y'all know who that is? That was Manu Ginobili. Ginobili was a decent defender, but he was great at drawing charges, and the Spurs got rings in part of that ability.
Ginobili was primarily a 2. Ginobili was primarily a 2.
Yeah, he's a guard.
Oh, I thought you said talking about point guard. My bad.
If I'm going to shooting guards,
Yeah, I thought we were still on point guard.
we are doing point guards. Marcus Smart played point guard and shooting
I'm
guard.
saying Ginobili primarily played the 2 guard on the Spurs.
He just somebody I was using for the past to make an example of Kyle Lowry because they obviously different heights, but the trait is there. Drawing charges is a skill. You can't just flop on people all the time because refs are hard to get foul calls for or make them call calls.
What time is it?
It's 3:29.
All right. But I mean, as far as shooting guards go, you already know you cannot say anybody's better than my boy Dwayne Wade. Like, I mean, Dwayne Wade is the best shooting guard in history. One of the best shooting guards in history.
Talking about current.
One of the best shooting guards in history. I mean,
Because if we talk about past, I got a lot of past. But if we talking about current, Klay Thompson's the best shooting guard today.
Who's had more blocks? We should talk about defensive wise. Who's had more blocks?
Are we talking about present or current?
Who's had more blocks?
Daddy, I'm holding.
He has the most blocks by any shooting guard in history.
Who was before him?
Say bye-bye, Daddy.
Nobody. He's
Michael
number
Jordan.
1.
Michael Jordan.
He has the most. No, he has the most blocks by a shooting guard in NBA history.
He surpassed Michael Jordan to do it. Yeah, I acknowledge D-Wade had that. I'm asking, are we talking about present? Are we still talking about present? Or are we going back to current?
Talk about it's an all-time list.
Oh, we talking about an all-time list of defense?
An all-time list on defense for shooting guards. I probably say Dwayne Wade.
The best defensive guard, shooting guard,
4.
is
3 or 4.
Michael Jordan by far. Michael Jordan is 3rd on all-time steals of all time, and he has Defensive Player of the Year. Dwayne Wade does not have that. He is a great defender, but when you get a defensive player of the year and you're a guard, that's really hard.
He has the most
Only-
blocks too.
But only Sidney Moncrief has 2 defensive player of the
How
years.
tall is Dwayne Wade?
6'4".
What? Come on now.
But he had the effort to play defense. But still,
That's Derrick Rose's height, bro.
Derrick Rose is 6'3". No, he's 6'2" actually,
He's
because
6'2".
they did a
He's 6'3".
But D Rose.
I
is
found out a couple
quality
days
low.
ago. I was like, what? When I tell you I was so surprised, 'cause I was like, yo, I was 6'3". I was like, because I didn't think, I thought he was shorter than that.
But he's not on.
I was
He's not
surprised.
prime MVP Rose anymore. Now I will say with that, if Derrick Rose was still healthy, I would put Steph behind him because when he was in his prime, because a lot of y'all that I know about, some of y'all like Westbrook to the point to where y'all say he's the best point guard in the league. I will never say anybody is better than Curry in the league right now because in terms of point guards, because what he has done in the past 5 years, and a lot of y'all, there's a lot of people who are Curry haters out there in the world, regardless to how much you hate him. And I acknowledge Westbrook is one of the best point guards in the league. But Curry has, the death lineup became the death lineup, in part because of Steph's shooting ability and his decent defense and all that, leading them to win 2 more rings. Because a lot of y'all like to say, because KD came, we don't count the rings because KD basically carried them. We don't know if the Warriors would have won if KD wasn't there, because the Warriors have already said if they did not get Kevin Durant, they were in position to get another player that the player wouldn't bring the same magnitude as KD, but they would get a player that fits their system. So there's no guarantee that they wouldn't have found another player that would help them win still. So we can't just say LeBron would have had them years when y'all went to the finals. No. KD made them virtually impossible to guard, but we can't act like they wouldn't have found somebody who would have fit that system. But if he never got hurt, Derrick Rose would be best point guard in the league right now, because you could not stay in front of MVP Rose. Derrick Rose is what Russell Westbrook inspired to be, because Russell Westbrook is a terrible shooter from 3. Inefficient, shot jacker. It's a lot of names y'all like to call Russell Westbrook, and he's earned them names from his play style. Rose was a more efficient version of Westbrook, and he was more controlled. We know Russell Westbrook is being out of control. He's learned to slow his pace down and control himself when he's playing now, but back when he was younger, he was out of control. Rose has always been in control. With his moves in his prime, there was nothing he couldn't do. But that's the only person I would say would be above Curry, because he was that unguardable, at least until he ran into LeBron in the playoffs back then when he was on the Heat, because LeBron could shut down almost anybody back then in his prime. So Rose had no chance of beating that in the Eastern Conference Finals back then. So that was destined to happen. And that's why LeBron tried to go get him in free agency. If y'all know that, because LeBron needed a good point guard. Chalmers was decent, but they could have had better. If Rose would have went to Heat, I don't see anybody beating them no time soon. But we talking about defensive guards for all time is what you said? The GOAT at the guard spot for me, for that, is, even though John Stockton has the most steals of all time, and he doesn't have a defensive player of the year, and that's funny to me because you get that many steals. John Stockton averaged 3 steals per season. For the most of his career, he averaged about 3 steals. It's the highest in NBA history, I think, for average. They didn't count it towards him for him to get the award, so I got to go with my boy GP. A trash-talking guard that Patrick Beverley tries to act like, but he does not have the same skill set, or have the same skill set that Gary Payton had, because that's the only point guard to win Defensive Player of the Year. That's a skill. Now, like I said with shooting guards, it's Michael Jordan all the way. Everybody know Michael Jordan is known for that defense. There's nothing he couldn't do. And his 2.3 steals average is a big testament to it. Like I said, 3rd of all time. Only John Stockton and Jason Kidd are the only 2 guards that are ahead of Michael Jordan in steals. At the small forward spot, matter of fact, who would you say is the best defender at the small forward spot? I'm gonna ask you first because I know mine.
Like,
How to make it
does
go
their
back in
primary
time.
position have to be small forward, or can they be like
A great defender is somebody who is very switchable on defense.
Bill
So
Russell?
if they can guard multiple positions at
Bill
small
Russell.
forward,
Bill Russell?
their primary position has to be small forward, but they can guard other positions. That's what I mean. Because he's a center.
No, I know what you're saying.
I'll put somebody over him too, but I'll wait till we get to that position.
Robinson.
At the small forward spot?
No, you said you put somebody over Russell, so I'm trying to guess who.
At
you
the
would
center
put.
spot for defense?
Yeah.
Y'all should already know. There's not that many people that could match Bill Russell's impact, even though we don't have highlights to see it, but he's got
Maybe
the 11 rings.
Jabbar?
No. He's the league leader in blocks of all time. And he's
Olajuwon.
the only center that could guard 1 through 5 very, very effectively and still cook you.
Who?
Hakeem.
That's what I just said.
No, I'm sorry. I ain't putting Russell over Hakeem, and he's 7'2", and he moved like a guard. No, Hakeem all the way.
But as far as defense,
Small forward.
Small forward. Bro, King wasn't.
I went to Hakeem because you said Russell, so I just got the big man out the way.
Okay, I got you. But when you think of defense, when you think of defense as big man, you automatically think of Bill Russell. It's not like
I think of Hakeem first before I think of Bill Russell.
I associate Hakeem more with offense. I mean, I know he had defense.
I mean,
too,
you
but
couldn't stop Dream Shape. We know that, but he
Of
can still
course.
clamp you down too.
Of course, oh yeah, of course he can. Of course. Scottie Pippen.
That's not pretty.
He's smart. That's exactly who I was gonna say. Some of y'all, if y'all was using all time, y'all might say Kawhi Leonard or something like that. But like Scotty said in 2K20,
Animal crackers?
if you want it bad enough and you're willing to sacrifice, it'll find you.
Here you go.
He got 6 rings for his defensive prowess, playing a role in him winning those rings in Chicago. So, who would you say for power forward? I see you, son. Over there, though.
If his head gets in the video, I'll block it out.
Go over there. Go to mommy. Who would you say for power forward?
Charles Barkley. Nah, I'm playing. Not the
I
greatest
was
defender.
about to say,
Not
not
the-
at the power forward
Not the
spot.
greatest defender. I mean, he was a power forward though. I mean, he was short. He was short for the
You
power
want
forward
your
spot.
bread? Oh.
I had to make him really think about this one. Because I know my answer.
Would you? This is who you got?
Dennis Rodman. That's the only person that that held Shaq to 0.
I'm not even gonna lie. I forgot about Dennis Rodman.
He held Shaq to 0.
You know what's crazy? When I was growing up, I modeled my play after Dennis Rodman because you know how I mostly played 5 and 4, right?
You talking about when we was at Independence Place?
Yeah.
Before you got
That's why I love getting rebounds so much. Because I love Dennis Rodman. That's crazy. I didn't even think about him.
That's the definition of a
But
defensive
I
specialist to
definitely
me.
say Dennis Rodman. That's the definition of play your role. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember one game he had no
He
points,
had 0
no
points, but
assists,
he had like 28
20
rebounds
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
I had a game like that one time. Not exactly. I had 5 points, 2 assists, and 18 rebounds. Bro, I was like, oh man, let me say something. Hey, shit.
See, between me and him with the basketball thing, he's on track with his right now because my boy actually is going to play for a team. And eventually he'll get to the league. I'd have wild to wait for that because I'm not in the same position as him, but I know he's going to get there. So eventually,
With
y'all
God.
y'all remember the name when it
With
does
God
come.
and practice. You gotta pray, and then you gotta chase what you prayed for. Remember that.
Remember the name. Should it come in the future, Shalil
Hey,
Gold.
don't talk my government name now. People watching me now.
Remember the initials, SG then. That's what I'll say. SG. Shooting guard, basically.
Yeah.
Remember the initials. Because he going to be there.
You watching me? I see. I know the government watching me. I know they is.
Because
I'm playing. What time is it? My bad. I'm sorry. My phone died. Yeah, I got to go. I'm sorry. It's before.
So we going to wrap it up. Y'all going to see him in more videos, hopefully, before he goes to back to school.
So y'all can come up to the school one day. Like I said, I wouldn't mind coming. I wouldn't mind coming to get y'all. You know, like I said before, maybe like I don't know if y'all would want to bring cast, but maybe if y'all would like, maybe y'all would like get like a break. Yeah, it could just be y'all two. Yeah,
We
just let y'all
would probably
something like that.
leave him
Then,
here.
like I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, and y'all can just like, you know what I'm saying, do what y'all just chill. You know what I'm saying? Just don't think like nobody.
I don't know about y'all with the corona going around, but I'm not bringing my son outside the house. He gonna stay in the house because if he end up getting it, we're gonna get it. So I have to keep him safe by any means possible. Because I know there's a lot of you out there be like, well, go out and have fun and do this and that. Oh, I can have fun in the domains of my home where there's no people around me that I don't know. Outside, there's a lot of people I don't know. And I ain't got this. For y'all that didn't play Prototype, I don't have effective vision. I can't switch my eyes on to see who has the virus in there and who don't. So, because I can't do that, best place to stay. But
And then there's people that are asymptomatic.
plus, there's that too. So he gonna be in more. Yeah, he'll definitely be in more videos because there's a lot of the topics I talk about that he knows about. Minus the one with YouTubers, because you don't know about that many YouTubers. But if you play 2K like that, you gotta get in the 2K community. That's the only way you can say you're a true 2K type person.
I mean, I used to be in the 2K community hard, like back when 2K, back when they first introduced crew mode was maybe like back in, well, really, it was really back in 2K11, but that was like, you know, just like first.
That's Chris Smooth era.
Oh yeah,
But we've
Chris
upgraded
Smooth,
now.
Look, Chris Smooth is OG.
Cause
Alright?
Chris Smooth is the OG of my career in that, but where
Chris
we're at,
Smooth, Agent O, dang, that's
you
on
said
that
Agent O.
Agent O.
You
Agent
know
Double
Agent
Zero.
Zero?
Yes, Agent Zero. Beamstar.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, I was about to
I've
say,
been watching that. I've been watching Agent Zero.
I was say, y'all know where I go. My
Boy.
favorite YouTubers is Agent,
been watching
Swante,
Agent Zero.
and Davis. I don't know if you know
Oh
the
yeah,
other
I
two.
Am Davis.
Those are my three boys right there that I stay up to. That's why I'm in the community, because I watch them and I know what's going on because Agent got his drama alert.
Oh
That's
yeah,
how I keep up with the
I've
drama.
been watching Agent Zero since 2K11. That's my dude.
So if he got fans over here, let him know.
Green.
Alright.
But
Yeah, sure.
yeah, the outro. I'll let y'all go because my boy.
I got you. I'll sing some J. Cole so it don't get copyrighted. All right. Everything always come around full circle. Why do lies hurt but the truth? Wait, no, I messed it up. Why do lies pleasant but the truth sound hurtful? Everybody got a cry once in a while, but how long would it take till you smile? This is that come back to life shit. My niggas pick me up. We gonna play this anyway. Just like this.
If y'all have a topic y'all want me to talk about with my boy or just something in general, please let us know. Put it in the comments, please. Put it in the comments. Because right now I'm making more videos than my girl right now. So as long as y'all
They coming though. They coming.
as long as y'all keep giving me ideas, I'll do them. And if y'all want to see more of him in the videos, please say so, because he's one of my funniest friends. So I will let y'all go. We'll see y'all next time.